Also, I realized I forgot to mention some other properties of definite integrals in my last clip. The first one is known in the textbook as the max-min inequality. And, sorry. Sorry. Alright, and this is basically saying that the integral from a to b of f of x dx is less than or equal to the maximum value of your function f on the interval of b to a, and is also greater than or equal to the minimum value of f from b to a. I feel like this is really common sense, so I guess that's why I forgot it. I didn't include it in my handout either. Actually, I might include that, just put that on there later. But it's really self-explanatory, and if you understand what an integral is, that should make sense to you. And the other rule I forgot to mention in my video is called the domination rule. This is basically saying that if your function f of x is greater than g of x on the interval from a to b, that means that the integral from a to b of f of x will be greater than the integral from a to b of g of x. Of course, this also is pretty obvious and makes sense. Just to give an example, if this is f of x and this is g of x, that's a and that's b, the integral from f of x of g of x from a to b will be that, and the integral of f of x on the integral will be that plus this. So the bigger function has the bigger integral. I think that's all I have to say about the properties of definite integrals. So now I'm going to talk about mean value. The mean so you can, using integrals, you can find the average value of a function from a certain interval, and we use that by doing 1 over the distance of your interval, or just b minus a, of the integral from a to b of f of x dx. So the integral of your function from a certain interval times 1 over the distance of your interval will give you the average value of f of x from a to b. And with the mean, with finding the mean value, you also have the mean value theorem. And the mean value theorem states that if f of x, your function, is continuous from a to b, then there will be some point c in the interval a to b which will equal your mean value, no matter what. So just to put it in fancy notation, f of c being any point in the interval a to b, equals your mean value, which is right here, 1 over b minus a of the integral from a to b f of x dx. And this may not sound very significant, but rest assured, you will pretty much 100%, well, not 100, very likely see mean value theorem question for one of the parts of your AP exam for your response. So I recommend you just keep remembering this in the back of your head, because I forgot about it until we did our review, and I didn't do very well on our review. So that's just my 2 cents. But yeah, this is really helpful for word problems, particularly. So I guess just keep that in mind and try to remember it. But yeah, I think that's all I have to say for chapter 5.3. So I'm just gonna double check here. Yeah, okay. Next clip, I'm gonna be talking about the fundamental theorem of calculus and how they'll actually allow you to calculate and evaluate integrals. Alright, see you later.